speaking of New Japan, we'll talk a little bit about New Japan here. We had New Japan's wrestling Dontaku. Can't cannot read today. I apologize. Wrestling Dontaku. That's one of New Japan's pay-per-view shows that they do. So they had a couple parts. So I'm going to go over basically just a few big matches here. So we had Zack Sabre Jr. defeat Tangaloa, former Camacho. So he and Taichi could get a tag team title match later on. Tama Tonga lost to Taichi in a ladder match for the Iron Claw. Akiza gave the claw after his retirement to Taichi, so Taichi's been using it, and Tama Tonga's been stealing it and using it as a weapon of his own. So they had a ladder match for the official owner of the glove. Ladder match was good, but nothing groundbreaking. I've seen way better ladder matches. But the main event for that night was Jay White challenging Hiroshi Tanahashi for the Never Openweight Championship. Great match. And I will say this, Tanahashi back in his prime was by far one of the best pure wrestlers. Tanahashi, though, today, he has lost a few steps. And unfortunately, that's because of his bad knees. You can tell he's a lot slower. The guy's had really bad knees for a while. I mean, physically, he's in great shape, but I think if it weren't for those injuries, he'd be one of the best wrestlers still in his period. But in a weird way, he still is. This match proves it otherwise. He and Jay White went to war, and they just beat the crap out of each other. And it was a great match. But at the end of the day, Jay White is your new Never Openweight champion. So that makes Jay White the first ever person to win the heavyweight championship, the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, and Never Openweight Championship down in New Japan. That's huge for Jay White. So, and look, the heavyweight title division scene is full right now. So, giving Jay White the mid-card title, like the Never Openweight title, I think is a smart move. And I think Jay White could be a great champion. I mean, Tanahashi was a pretty good champion himself. I think Shingo was one of my personal favorite Never Openweight champions, but Tanahashi did a pretty good job. And I think Jay White would do a pretty good job as well. I'm a big fan of Jay White. But that was a great match. But the next match on the next night, the big main match was Shingo Takagi versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, the new heavyweight title belt. And I thought this match was great. It's definitely a long match, almost 45 minutes. So if you have time, watch this match. It was great. Hard hitting, a lot of big impact moves, because that's the thing about New Japan. It's very different from WWE and other sports. They're more hard hitting, they're more strong style, a lot more hard hitting impact. It's a more of a competitive, it has a more competitive sports feel to it, which I kind of like. It makes it stand out. And here's the thing, Brandon, my friend Brandon, Captain Asshole, you've seen him on my YouTube channel. He is a huge fan of Will Ospreay, but his favorite wrestler right now in New Japan is Shingo Takagi. He is a mega fan. And those two had a great match. Will Ospreay retained the championship, so now he'll defend his championship at the next big show that they're doing. I forgot what they're calling it, but it's happening in the Tokyo Dome. It's going to be Ospreay versus Okada, Kazuchika Okada. And if you saw their match at Wrestle Kingdom 15 earlier this year in the Tokyo Dome, that was a fantastic match that they had. So I expect nothing less from these two, especially now it's for a heavyweight championship. These two are going to tear a house down because Okada, when it comes to the big matches, Okada is as a game. And I'm not even the biggest Okada fan, but when it's time to go, Okada is no doubt one of the best wrestlers in the world, period. And Ospreay is a great wrestler despite the controversy involving him with the whole, blacklisting thing. Like that's just stupid. But as an athlete, as a wrestler, Ospreay is one of the best, period. And here Okada are going to tear the house down. They could have a match of the year contender right there. But that's your short little Dontaku little review. Not all the matches, because a lot of the matches were just multi-man tag team matches. But those are the big main matches I wanted to talk about. And I'm a big New Japan fan, so I figure I'd talk a little bit about New Japan. because a lot of people don't seem to talk about a whole lot, but I'm going to start doing that more often. So you'll get some New Japan reviews and stuff like that more on this channel, or at least on this podcast.